Hello, I'm Victor Wade and I'm an attorney at law and I specialize in wills, trusts, and probate. The following is a video clip of a seminar that I gave last summer. I will return after the video clip to explain to you why trusts are valuable to you. If you own even a shack, you should consider a trust. So regardless of what the asset is, whether it's a residence, a building, a CD, a life insurance policy, an airplane, a boat, one of these mobile homes that you see going down, Land Cruisers going down the highway, you should have that into the trust, in a trust, I believe. But anyway, so if you tell me that you already have a will, why would you want a living trust? Well, let's just sort of take a look at these things. By the way, this is, you see these PowerPoint demonstrations at these seminars. Well, this is the point, and I'm the power. Okay? So, as you can see, this is a house, and when you buy a house, typically the real estate broker will have you take title in joint tenancy. Why? Because if you're married or otherwise, you will have what's called the right of survivorship. So you're gambling on who's going to live the longest, right? Basically, when you think about it. Of course, you can't kill your partner to get the joint tenancy because you go to the joint and for murder, and the state will sell your property off, or your heirs will take. So that being said, having that right of joint tenancy on your property, now you go out and you obtain a will. And you put the will in there, and the will depends upon a right of survivorship, doesn't it? It doesn't come into play until you die. So which takes first, the joint tenancy or the will? First in time is first in right. So even if you said, well, I'm going to give my house or share the house to my son or whatever, it doesn't fly because your surviving partner has the right of survivorship. Okay? So that's one thing. A real estate broker could do this for you, though. He could say, well, why don't you take title in community property as a community property title? Because with a community property title, you can give your share away by will. But you also have the right of survivorship. Kind of a two benefits thing. But I would say that probably 95% of the real estate brokers don't even consider that when they're advising you to how to take your title to your house or any other piece of property. So, but why would you want a will? Well, a will allows you to distribute whatever your assets are. Let's assume you're single for a minute. However you want them to go. That's the beautiful part of it. And it's ambulatory. It walks around with you. It's a living document. You can amend it. You can kill it with another will. Or you can just go throw it in the trash. If you do that, whatever you have in that will will go to your next of heirs pursuant to the state statute rules, which are pretty fair in this state here. So, if you have a will, fine. If you don't have a will, you should have a will. But I have learned over the years that you should have the will in combination with a trust. So here you have, the house is in the joint tenancy. Here you have a will, tea kettle. What happens here? When you have this will, you have your house in it, it pours over into this trust. So when you die, it doesn't go to probate, it goes into this, it's already into the trust. So it pours over into the trust. So if you have, for example, a residence already in the trust and you come along and you buy another piece of real property for yourself, and but you don't change it into the trust, then the will catch it and pour it into the trust. Hello again, I'm Victor Wade, attorney at law, and I specialize in trusts, wills, and probate. You've just seen the tip of the iceberg regarding trusts. I advocate trusts for anybody that has any financial assets of any kind. Why? One, your financial affairs remain out of the view of the public. Number two, you stay out of the probate court where the fees are much, much higher. Number three, you have a better distribution of your assets because you control the distribution. Therefore, I urge you to call me at 916-923-2345 or go to my website, wadelaw.com, and thank you very much.